How's it going today, ladies and gentlemen? It is that one guy back at it again with some more Platinum Star City. We're back! It's been a month. A lot of things happen.
That's the wrong screen.
It's
You're showing a
Battle Map.
village.
Oh! Heavens. That's totally not the village you guys are going to be seeing at some point in the future. No. What are you talking about?
Okay. Whatever you say.
Frozen Kingdom you're heading to? What?
Wow.
AMB.
So proud.
Hi, bro.
Do.
Moon is not feeling well, so she's going to be typing in chat. I'm glad that she's still able to show up. But yes, it's been a month. The recap's going to be a little bit longer just so I can help not only chat's viewers, but also my players. Because, yeah, our first time, I think I had to work an extra shift. And the following time was a 4th of July party that sucked the life out of me. In a fun way, I had tons of fun. And I hope everyone else did in their 4th. But, oh boy. I also burnt my thumb, actually.
I worked.
I'm going to leave that alone.
I worked. I had no fun.
I'm sorry.
I did not work
not your
because
fault.
government contractor.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, I got my Friday off, so I was able to enjoy it, have a good time. Open hype chest, why not? I think I just caught a cat emote.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Hello, my friends. But yes, for the 4th of July, threw a massive party, had a major fireworks show in our cul-de-sac. We had 2 neighbors, both directly behind us and to the right of us, beyond some fence lines, so plausible deniability, who enjoyed their mortars. It was a great show. But heavens.
We had people still blowing fireworks off at like 4 a.m.
Oh, I kind of would be slightly upset with that. I'm trying to sleep after that point.
Literally.
Yeah, no, we
Everyone-
stopped at 11.
Yeah, we went until
Not over here, girl.
10:30, and then the mortars ran out, and so all our small fireworks were crummy in comparison. So we're like, you know what, we're gonna end it on a fine high. But I was in charge of lighting the fireworks because apparently I was the bravest out of the group, which is weird, but all right. And I accidentally, because there was like a small wind in our cul-de-sac area. I don't know when, but during the excitement, my thumb stopped feeling, and so it wasn't until later that I had like a decently sized bubble blister that was not good. It hurt for a while.
Fun. I'm sure.
But I had a good time nonetheless. We had burgers, hot dogs, and stuff. I'm just saying, hope you all enjoyed your 4th of July.
It was very nice.
awesome.
I have news.
News.
Yeah, because I was away and there was a lot of things happening that weekend. Like, me and the man sharing our wonderful news, and my big sister talking about her upcoming engagement party / wedding coming up. But then I found out the gender of the little baby that's going to be entering in the next couple of months. It is my first niece.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
I don't have a celebration buttons. I think most of the stuff is scary, so I'm not gonna actually hit any buttons. I'm just gonna say congratulations.
I only have 7 nephews, so this is a big deal.
I'll give you a magic transformation.
It felt cheerful. Thank you.
That's so nice. As for other news, videos are going to be uploaded on my YouTube channel, so if you want to catch up on all the Platinum Star City, we are 37 episodes in, so that means there's 36 episodes, if you haven't seen it, that you can watch on the YouTube channel at, that one guy plays. It's supposed to be a gaming channel. It's kind of just whatever channel now. It's whatever I make of it. We got Dungeons and Dragons, we got reactions, we got everything. But we're here to have a fun time nonetheless. Speaking of fun times, I think I've delayed these guys having their fun times for a while now. It's been a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, so without further ado, I would like you all to strap in, get ready, and let's get into today's episode of Platinum Star City. Not wrong. Yes. The tangents usually go off. It's usually a fun conversation most of the time. You gotta realize in campaign 2, I gotta make a whole new one of those. Thank you. It took me a few days. Believe that as a surprise. But in the meantime, let's get into this episode of Platinum Star City. For last we left off, our players finally leaving the safety of the Platinum Star City, going beyond the fog, having some small adventures, fighting some undead pirates, getting across the eastern seas until finally reaching the northern frozen tundra. Making a way across the landscape with a massive blizzard slowing them down and diverting them just ever so slightly. They finally made their way to a lodging in the forest. Here, firelight and smoke rose from the chimney and windows, where they met 3 unique individuals. Urad, a dwarf, Uriel, a female elf, and Laura, small child. The questions came with concerns as they begin to barely enjoy the warmth and unwind. The question came across minds. And upon some deductions due to the group, they found out that these 3 individuals were not of the living, but instead envious of the life and warmth that our heroes hold, tried to attack them. And as the battle commenced, other spirits began to arise from the outer landscapes. As the battle ensued, things got dangerously close as a few party members went down, but not out. Finally, when healing was able to be casted after the last of the creatures were defeated, getting people back up, Valindra started taking a look around. In one of the cabins, found a decayed adult female corpse on the bed. After an investigation, checking under the rug, the skeletal remains of what seems to be a small child. Was able to find water skins, potions of some type, bow. But now we are here as the group is currently recuperating from the battle. The warmth of the fireplace still crackling, and tensions are still on edge, where you do not know if there are any more creatures, entities, or wraiths beyond these walls. And just as the last of them were defeated, to make things just a little bit harder, the frozen winds begin to slowly pick back up again. And those on the outside are beginning to feel the chilling grunts of the heavy winds. As you already inside, yes. As Captain Goldpaw and the Empress make their way indoors, I couldn't keep the, The water genasi, whose body is already solid ice but still moving, closes the door behind you all. The warmth of the chimney beginning to die out as the room seems to be getting ever so colder. Windows that are not broken are beginning to show signs of beginning to frost over. There is a heavy draft coming from the window that was smashed into. What do you guys do? Let me look up Una's character. I am... yeah, so Delphi, if you wanna... You head over to the glass window, flying across other individuals, and even flying up to the window, the wind that is starting to pick up. If it wasn't for the arcane jackets that you were currently wearing, your face is telling you how quickly it would start to freeze, as you were already starting to get that numb feeling on your cheeks and forehead as you begin to start mending the window close. As Una will begin to help, the glass begins to grow and reform as, due to your arcane skills and working together, it takes only 2 to 3 minutes to finalize and seal off completely. As the winds die down and just now rattle against the background. The cabin is yours to explore. Um, 30-foot radius? From what you can sense, you have the same, pings. I believe it's Celestial, Fiends, Fae, Undead. Elementals. You sense the elemental being of the water genasi, the usual pings you get, including the almost fiendish, well, not really fiendish. He uses dark magic, but he's not actually a fiend. But you would get the Fae, ping off of, the Empress's shadow, notifying you of the tag-along, if you didn't already know. You do sense the shadow werewolf companion that you have seen before, so you know of his ability, tagging along the Empress's shadow, as she will just simply turn to you after feeling your magic extend and just hold up a finger to her lips with a slight smile. No undead within the 30 feet as of now. As you move inside, you are immediately hit with the stench of rot. You see food that has rotted over, wooden barrels that have been aged poorly due to time. But above both of those, you see a dwarven body in the back corner, rotted to the bone, slight flesh, but decayed clothing, with just a single wooden chisel that had barely being grasped hold of. And to the right, a small wooden carving of some type of weird angelic-like statue. You notice upon closer look what looks like a wooden carving has a more whiter texture to it. As you go over and pick up the statue, go ahead and make me an investigation check. Okay. Well, seems like I kept you guys muted. Love that. To backtrack of the one-sided conversation that I was having for chat and YouTube, Durant casted Detection of Good and Evil, detected what he usually detects, rolled his eyes as the Empress told him to keep quiet. Delphi and Una both mended the window closed. And Sanjiro asked for the detection, and then once he realized there were no undead in the areas, checked this area, found the wooden, the statue, picked it up to investigate, and I will now start kicking myself in the future for making sure I'm going to unmute you guys. I'm doing this for 37 episodes.
I can't
You
believe
think
you
I'd
had
learn?
us muted.
Right? 37 episodes. Still failing.
You're not a
Do a
real
great
Twitch
job.
streamer if you're not a real Twitch streamer if you don't occasionally just mute yourself or everybody else.
Many have said it's true. What does the 15 get me?
A 15 investigation, you are able to immediately feel the texture of this wooden, well, what you thought at first was a wooden carving. But instead, upon grasping it, you can feel the difference. And you can see how the carving is taking place. As you run your fingers across it. This is not wood. This is bone. It is a bone carving of some type of angelic-like creature.
That's weird. I'll stow that away. And is there anything else of note?
Looking around, all the food seems to have rotted to some type of degree. With the 15 investigation, you check the cabinets, and inside you were able to find 2 potions. The liquid seems to be somewhat holding together, blue in natural state, but as you pick them up, you see that there is some silver sparkle that gets moved around upon collecting.
It's blue and has silver sparkles.
Yep.
I'll put that away. That was it? Just the one?
That is all you can find that is salvageable here.
Alright. I'll come back into the room and make note. You know, nothing much, just rotted food.
Oh,
Gross.
Yeah. Trying to get the fire started here in the fire spot.
You head over past the Empress as she'll step aside, giving you room. She'll begin to head over to the back dinner table, kick up a chair, and just lean against it. As you head over, pick up some wood pieces, and begin to keep the fire bright in the chimney as it was beginning to dull out due to the cold. You see as Riptide then also will stand in the corner of the room next to the fire as you see she is surprisingly outside of her elements. the coldness of the water is different than the frozen textures of this northern landscape, as she is beginning to also seemingly be affected by the temperature change. You see, as Captain Goldpaws, you know him, but a Leonin in disguise of a commoner, and along with the Water Genasi are both keeping eyes on the front door, looking on whatever windowscape they can to see if any other creatures begin to approach. It is currently the afternoon time. But if you wish, you can start the process of getting a short rest if you wish. If you wish to traverse further, or if you want to wait until the wind dies down of this blizzard.
Timothy would like to have a short rest.
Sure, sounds great. Any objections?
No, I'm just getting to my feet, so I could use a minute or two to rest.
Okay.
Reminds me, you owe me a healing potion.
Bless you.
As I point to the rogue.
That's the side effects of the potion.
I bet my potion that you drank and that you owe me now.
I've never had a healing potion before in my life. I need you to understand.
I understand. Now, your potion that you owe me, please, and thank you.
I didn't force it down my throat. You did.
Okay.
I'll hold on to this for when you need it, and I'll repay the favor.
I roll my eyes and I'm back to tend the fire.
You see, as Riptide looks to you all. Is this what they call banter among friends?
Yeah.
I see it
Strong
this way.
word.
What good is it? It's in a place that I don't know of, and he's incompetent of telling me. However, if it's within my grasp, I can easily lend a hand.
I look to Riptide. I think I'm just gonna let her die next time.
I got other friends, real friends.
Delphi's gonna
These are the jokes.
turn around.
Yes, jokes.
Yeah,
Delphi.
jokes.
You guys
Delphi,
are
huh?
beginning to understand just a little bit more. That's Riptide doesn't seem to understand communication of a more common basis.
She has no friends.
He's not fluent in common.
That's tough.
Just tell it how it is, then.
I look to Riptide. He is expecting to, how should I put this lightly, receive exactly what it is that he used to save my life. He wants the potion that he wasted on me.
But he didn't waste it. You are alive.
Exactly. I know. And that's why I told him, what good is it if I give him mine if I don't know where it is and he needs it?
I see. It's a little different, but if it's just like deal making, the price was met, paid for, and I believe compensation was what he was inquiring. Is it not?
Then the compensation shall be a life for a life. He saved mine, and when it needs to be returned, I shall save his.
That seems fair.
My point. Hopefully he understands.
I'm still just tending to the fire.
As you return to the fire, everyone else beginning to relax. Go ahead and, unless anyone else has anything to talk about, take a short rest. Add as many hit points as you want according to your hit dice. If you need clarification, I will gladly try and explain to the best of my very limited knowledge abilities.
Short rest?
And we haven't done a long rest either, have we?
You are reaching what you believe the sun being blotted out and all sometime just past the afternoon, unless someone has the not observation. What is it? There's a feat out there where you can always keep track of time. I forgot which feat it is.
I do not.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I'm trying to
A
think
feat
of the...
to keep track of time constantly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because we don't short rest often.
Yeah.
Do you think
Keen mind.
Keen mind, thank you. Continue, Elfie?
Do you think that it would be a bad idea to use my arcane recovery to get one spell slot back? Should I save it, or do
If you
think
have used any major spell slots, arcane recovery is always great to use, especially when you do not know what could be ahead besides the dangers you've already known to face.
I've used only 1 out of 4 available first level spell slots. All my other spell slots are still open.
I'd probably save the arcane recovery at that point then. I'd probably keep that in case you use a higher level spell.
Okay.
How does taking a short rest work?
So you spend at least 1 to 2 hours of downtime relaxing or doing minimum work, and you'll be able to use your hit dice. It'll give you a X amount of blocks. You mark off those blocks and then roll dice to see how much hit points you get back.
Okay.
Those boxes do not recover until after a long rest.
Well, I can't regain any health, so it's whatever.
Oh, you were cursed, that's right.
Wait. Hold on.
We're back.
Do we all know that he was cursed, or is this just something
You-
that Timothy knows?
Well, you can see that he is looking more paler than usual. His usual vitality is not at its maximum. His magic that keeps him afloat seems to
Its
also
blue
diminish.
aura
Yeah.
is diminishing.
Does Timothy know this?
Well, he knows he was hit by something, and he doesn't feel at his best even after the potions and healing that he received.
Okay. So Delphi's gonna fly over to Timothy. Timothy, you're looking a little down. Are you feeling okay?
It just doesn't seem like anything I could do helps me feel better.
Do
No potions, nothing will work.
Can I detect magic on him?
I would say either make an Arcana check or a Medicine check. The Medicine check will be a slightly higher DC than the Arcane.
If I have proficiency, does that mean I can roll with advantage?
Proficiency bonus should have been added to your dice roll there, but in this particular case, are you using Arcane to
No, medicine.
Medicine?
Medicine. I'm proficient in both, but I have a
Yeah.
+6 to medicine and a +5 to arcane. So I was gonna do medicine.
Yeah, I would say in this particular case, and you've you've dealt with curses before, I'll say go ahead and roll with advantage. You
Dang.
know signs.
I'm
and
so
symptoms
glad I
of
get
a
advantage
dark-
because that wasn't that one.
Ah,
Oh,
dodged the bullet there.
16 plus 6 is a
22.
22.
Very nice. Upon checking him over, you can tell that the wounds have closed, but there is a lingering necrosis that should not still be there. and you realize that there are some effects that can keep a body from fully recovering. A type of lingering arcane essence that can be seen through medical and physical attributes. For this particular case, he downed healing potions, and you can tell that they are not fully recuperating him, which leads you to believe there might be some type of curse or ailments that goes beyond.
I'm gonna cast Remove Curse. And then I'm going to, since that is a level 3 spell, I'm then going to use my Arcane Recovery.
Hey, that's what it's there for. During the downtime, Delphi begins to cast Remove Curse, and it is a weird feeling for Timothy as the arcane magic warms you up. You feel the cold necrosis leave your skin like if there were actual things crawling out of your skin, which is very
Ew.
off-putting, but at the same time,
Timothy's freaking out at that.
as you
Okay.
try to you like this little freak out dance as Delphi's like trying to hold on and remove
Leah
the-
walks over. Leah walks over and holds Timothy's hand for comfort.
You guys
He's still shaking.
are able to see like the pale skin begin to regain light due to the magic that Delphi gives, and whatever like bruising like texture that was under the skin begins to almost mist off like cold wind off of his skin, much like a weird when an individual that's like superheated walks out into cold and you see the steam rising off their heads. You see that's darkened like mist begin to leave his body that is not currently wrapped in the warm cloak that he is on. As you are able to restore your hit points to full. You'll still need to be healed, but you're able to now regain your max hit points again.
Okay.
Which you can do with your short rest dice if you want.
Also, quick question. So
Yeah.
it says once per day when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover up to a combined level of 3, and none of the slots can be 6 level or higher.
Mhm.
So what is that? I'm confused. So
yeah.
does that mean that I
With
can't recover the third and the first at the same time?
Correct.
Or I...
You can only get up to 3, so you can either do 1 third level, 1 second, and 1 first, or 3 first. Works like that.
Can I use my
Wait.
Song of Rest and then do a short rest?
Yes.
Okay, so Song of Rest is all friendly creatures who can hear. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't picture the Empress as a friendly creature to Timothy.
That's absolutely fine.
So, it doesn't work for her.
Hmm.
But they do gain an extra 1d6 of healing for everyone. Besides that bitch.
Fair enough. Anyone and all rolling for hit dice, go ahead and do so.
I got a 4 for that.
Unfortunately, I'm already fully healed, so.
Yeah. Since I sit on Polly's shoulder, it's not often I take damage. So...
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
no,
we
I-
roll.
Y'all
I
do
healed
And
some
then
hit
we-
dice, but
And then we roll what for our short rest?
So when you click on short rest, you should be able to see boxes you can check off that say hit dice.
Mhm.
By clicking those amount of boxes, you can roll that many of whatever dice it is. It's usually whatever class you are. So for rogue, I believe you have d8s.
Yeah, D8 plus 1.
So you click, say if you click on 3 boxes, you roll 3d8 and you get plus 3 at the end, and that's how much hit points you gain. And those boxes will not be unchecked until after a long rest.
Oh, I see. Can
Do
I
you have the thing that says automatically apply healing? Does that work, or...
I wouldn't do that. I would just roll the dice and do it manually.
Okay, well, it didn't even work anyway, so there's that.
Okay.
A 6 and a 4, and then plus 3s.
Depending on how many boxes you checked off and what your plus is.
I only
to
did
the
2.
dice.
It says a 1d8 plus 3. And
Oh,
I
so
did
you'll
2.
get a +6 then.
So I get a
It's a-
6 plus 4 and a plus another 6.
Yeah, for both boxes
Yes.
you
Huh?
checked off.
Okay. Let's
For every
see.
die you roll, you add the +3.
Correct.
Timothy is fully healed now.
You guys spend your time in this cabin. Senjuro keeping the fire kindled and alive, as the outside chill cannot reach you. You spend an hour plus inside this cabin. And after a while, the battering winds begin to die down.
For the carving I picked up, was it finished or was it incomplete?
It seems to be finished. You are staring. Let me go and pull up a reference so I can give you an accurate description. You are essentially staring at some type of angelic-like being. Wrong page. Nope, turn it off. Turn it off. Oh. No spoilers.
Spoilers.
You see a two-armed statue silhouettes, but the top half is a lot more harder to describe. The bottom half has humanoid features. Two hands that simply almost seem to gently hold downward, palms out like if they're trying to push off of the floor, standing at full height with intricate carvings of like a sun or star-like symbol with etches that go across the chest down to the lower ribs. Indecipherable. But the top is what confuses you. If it was a representation of a face, no eye detailed or upper head can be given. Some type of crown-like ornaments is adorned on the very top of the bone. But the face structure shows a nose and a mouth. And as you turn the statue, there are two more faces etched onto the left and right of the face. Same type of texture where it is no upper details, just the nose and mouth.
Weird.
Is there anything else anyone does before we get through the short rest?
No.
Wasn't the
Timothy's
room
okay,
Belindro went into? Anything I'm noting there? Anything cool or awesome?
No, there's two dead bodies.
I was about to say 2 dead bodies.
Oh. So cool
Josh,
or
you said I found
awesome.
potions. You did not give me a description of the potions.
You found a leather water skin that seems to have not frozen over, and as you pop it open, it is not normal water. You don't know what it is, but feel free to make an investigation check.
I will.
Or-
Taste it!
An Arcanum, your call.
Taste it!
Ooh.
I'll give you advantage if you taste it.
Ooh. If it tastes like it's poison, can I immediately spit it out? Like, you know,
If it tastes rotten or bad, yeah, I understand that feeling.
okay.
cracking
Then
open
yes,
this
I don't-
old soda can, drinking it, realizing it's flat. No, you don't. A tour. Yeah, no.
So I wouldn't taste it. He tried to kill me last session.
I did not try and kill you. It was an expected
I
battle.
call bullshit.
No, Todd trying to kill us was with the Beholder at Halloween.
That
was him trying to kill us.
That was yeah. One
I
shot.
didn't
he
say
wanted us
trying.
One shot is fun.
Yeah, some of us.
Okay, no, you're right.
you did try to
You're
kill
right.
some of
We
us.
did just straight up. Two people just straight up die.
Disintegration beams are very dangerous, people. What'd you get for your advantage roll, Villendra? Or did you taste it?
19
Is
on-
my question.
19 on Arcana, and I did stick a pinky in and
Okay.
into the mouth.
As you stick your finger into the jug, I would like you to go ahead and roll a d8.
Oh.
Oh,
That's a good thing. That's a good thing, actually.
it's flesh eating.
It's a table.
Oh.
Of good effects.
6.
I mean, it seems to be still water, so I wish you all the luck with that.
Ugh.
Oh, sorry. D10. I didn't realize there were two more things added.
Oh!
Nice.
What do you mean there's things
It's
under it?
definitely still
Wow.
water. You're gonna die. The true
You're
party
getting
killer right there.
superpowers, Valendra.
A 7.
To your surprise, upon sticking your finger and putting it to your tongue, you are met with a potent taste of vinegar.
Ew.
Ew,
Oh my
not
God.
Vinegar.
I got a 19 on Arcana.
You
Toxic
realize
team leader, shut up.
this is a no. You guys are great.
It's
guys-
just vinegar.
You are able to identify that even vinegar at certain temperatures like this should still have a freezing point. But it's in a water skin. Why would they keep vinegar in a water skin? And as you check the etching and looking for signs of magic, you realize as you shake it, the texture changes. It sounds half full. Constantly. And it's at this point that you realize someone had taken an alchemy jug
That's what I thought it
and
was.
turned it into an alchemy water skin.
Cool. Can I add that to my inventory?
Feel free to add alchemy jug to your inventory. The only flavor text you can add is that it is a water skin.
Do I need to
I am-
neutralize a poison?
I am
Or is it-
so
is it-
glad. I'm so glad I did not roll a 1 on that.
Silly
A lot of
question.
ones.
What's an alchemy jug?
Fun little thing. The original alchemy jug is a ceramic jug that holds gallons of liquid that can weigh up to 12 pounds. Whether full or empty, sloshings can be heard from within the jug and when shaken, and even if the jug is empty. However, unlike a jug where you open the lid and reach inside and would usually feel little to nothing, this is a water skin, which means you can't really stick your hand in, but you can still hear the sloshing that sounds half full. And there is a twist compared to the normal jug, where it seems as he tastes vinegar. Do you wish to take it upon yourself to pass along this jug to others, or do you keep it to yourself, Alindra?
Would I know that it's an alchemy jug?
You know it has the potentials of an alchemy jug with the 19 Arcana check. And
Okay.
considering how your grandmother was the head of a scientific program, you've been around this type of magic before.
I would not hand this around.
I am still confused on what it
They're
is.
asking what it is. They don't know what an alchemy jug is. I also don't know what an alchemy jug is, but I can make a guess.
It can produce 10 different types of liquid,
Yes.
acid,
Huh?
basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, water, fresh water, salt, and wine.
Just like
Think of it-
based on like.
Think of it like the
what-
deck of many things, and think of it like the deck of many things, except it's a liquid.
And you can control what you want to pour.
Oh,
And
that's
Bayless wants
busted.
this?
Yes, I do want this.
yeah. You can choose what you
For
want
an
to pour.
archer
You can, just,
rogue?
you can just make acid.
So yeah, here's the thing. There are limits. Acid can only have 8 ounces. Basic Bowling
Yes.
can only have half an ounce. 4 gallons for beer. Hardy hardy. And so each of them have different amounts you can have of each liquid, and they reset at the beginning of each day. So there is a limit
just
to what
seems-
you can do.
Like a more valued item if Sass or Umbra had it.
No,
No.
Davis can have them.
It's
Yeah.
it's literally just a
Sorry.
random liquid item.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
I should have it. I think it'd be really good. I think it'll look really good in my hands, actually.
Well, in
Cool, give me
game,
that
I don't
sword of
think
yours.
Valindra. Oh,
Whoa,
hey,
no.
if y'all want to bargain,
Son of
I'm gonna let you guys. I'm
No,
gonna leave
that,
you
that
guys
was a
alone
buff
with
table.
that.
I Villager does not know what that sword is, so she would not.
I barely even know what this sword is, man.
What?
Go out of the sky, man.
I have no idea what's happening.
They're debating over the sword that he randomly got from the last chapter that Una read of the Book of Many Stories.
Right.
That killed the Book of Many Things.
Didn't kill
Yeah.
him.
They killed
Delphi
him.
still distraught,
Gone for-
by the way.
Gone forever.
If people were paying attention to Delphi, she does. I will say
If
she
people are paying
has.
attention to me, the person saying, "Don't use the goddamn
No,
book."
no. Let me talk. I was gonna say Delphi. Like, if anyone cares, is paying attention to her, they might notice that she's a bit. She seems a bit sad. Because she is. She's sad. She's not stopped being sad.
Yep.
I'm beginning to believe blue is just how her wings are normally supposed to look.
Yeah, my wings are just blue forever now.
Wow. Stealing my color? How dare.
I
Well,
see-
It's not just
yeah, I see
teal.
like that. It's that sad blue color, so it's like that more deeper coloration. While you have that cyan like blue.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Um,
They look pink to me.
Blue is
fiery.
always
No,
no matter what color blue.
no, Rach, my fairies, Delphi's wings change color based on her mood.
Yeah.
I know. I'm saying they look pink to me. I don't know what you're talking about. You're saying blue.
No, they're blue.
I
They're like
can't get
blue.
I can't get a token to change it every time. So jokes are there. Statements can be made, but you have to let the imagination fly every now and then.
I know. I was teasing.
I
I was
know.
teasing.
No,
I've made so many
No.
tokens.
You're welcome, by the way, for not making me make. Well, okay, I lied. That's not true. I did make you make a dinosaur.
He's there. He's adorable.
Can I?
Yeah, I
Frog.
know.
He has a dinosaur.
Yeah, I
I
have
want
a
a
spell
frog.
that makes me. I have a spell that makes me a dinosaur
Hey, if
friend.
you want to go search for a frog in this frozen tundra, you're free to explore.
Una, pull me a card. I want a frog.
That's not how this works.
That's really good idea.
That's also a
Can I-
terrible idea.
As a
Can
DM,
I
I would
use-
highly advise against that.
Can I use prestidigitation and create a non-magical trinket and make it a frog and put it in Leah's hand?
A non-magical
you could-
trinket, yeah. So it wouldn't be alive, but you can definitely make a small glass or wooden or any type of things you can find around here that you can morph. Just make a small little frog trinket if you wish.
It's gonna be made out of wood because I feel like Leah would rob this frog.
I would.
Also, yeah, you're aware that it's not actually a dinosaur, right?
No, it's fine. I want it.
Okay.
It just looks like a dinosaur.
Shut up! I'm getting a frog.
Okay.
During the downtime, now that Timothy's healed up, he spends time using his magic to carve one of the extra wooden logs and chipping away at the wood, giving a well enough detail. We'll say it's a good size, kind of like a key ring of a small little frog. I know this is Ash Pikachu for those that are watching the stream, but I'd say about like this size. A nice little size of like a frog that she can equip to either coin pouch, the end of the hilt of a blade, daggers, yeah, or just...
Ooh, I want to put it on the home of my daggers.
Yeah. You guys spend your downtime, because you have a few hours while the storm passes. You just create crafts, enjoy each other's company and a peace. And every now and then, you see, especially Durant being next to Captain Goldpaw and the Water Genasi, they every now and then look beyond the windows or doors, and you watch as in the distance of the blizzards beginning to die down, clearing up far away. Between the tree lines, you are able to see the silhouettes of some wandering individuals coming in and out of eye-line sights.
Okay.
But they do not approach the cabin.
Okay. Can I go out? I want to go outside and cast Detect Evil and Good, like just walk around the cabin, like 30 feet out from it.
Okay. As you go out and explore, you do not need to make a con check because of the cloak you have on, but
right,
you feel your face and your cheeks begin to almost get hits with the wind and slightly numb up. Over time, you can recast it after you cast it the first time, or how does it work? Or does it stay up for a certain amount of time?
I'm casting it again. I'm assuming I dropped it immediately after.
Okay. As you
whatever
recast upon stepping out, as a safety precaution, Captain Goldpaw will stand on the bottom of the steps in case you need backup. But as you explore the regions beyond the cabin, casting it the first time, you are sensing at the edge, about 60 feet from the cabin, but say if you were out here, you would sense it beyond, near the... Let me go ahead and give you a measuring to show you what it looks like. On the edge line, around, downward. And basically all a good ways away from the cabin, roughly 45 to maybe 50 feet away from each side of the cabin walls as you explore beyond. But there are signs of undead out there.
Yikes. Okay. I'm gonna tread myself back in and just say to Goldpaw, there's still more out there. We need to keep watch.
Captain Goldpaw nods in agreement, and you see that the ones currently taking the watch on the short rest will be the Water Genasi and him.
Cool.
So they'll take the first 2-hour watch while the blizzard storm passes. As the rest of you do your projects, find your items, collect your thoughts, and stay warm. Entering back inside the cabin, you can immediately tell the difference with your face alone as you're beginning to warm up. Staying out in this blizzard, even though you are cloaked, wouldn't cause a risk to your life, but definitely would start slowing your expedition. But as time passes, the winds begin to die down to nothing. You are able to see overhead that there's still a heavy clouded forecast of whitish clouds dropping snowfall, but it has become well enough to traverse if you wish. Sunlight not able to fully break through, but you can get an idea of where it stands in the sky. seems to be some time, a few hours, maybe after the high noon. So you can choose to continue forward or find rest in here in hoping that you are not discovered by the traveling undead around. That up to your group.
What do we think, gang?
I vote we leave now.
I'm good with
Kinda don't.
leaving.
I don't take kindly to maybe spending a night with, dead bodies here.
Yeah. We should probably
I was
leave.
beginning to warm up to them. But if we all want to leave, I'm ready.
Very well.
Well,
You can keep moving forward if you all decide. If there are no objections, who would like to lead the expedition, or do you leave it up to Riptide?
We should have Polly go.
Why?
Where are we headed next?
Shouldn't we have
You were
Valindra
heading to the
You're the-
Frozen Kingdom that is under Thyzeriphiel's rule.
No, we learned last time that Valindra's favorite area is not here. So
Yeah, no.
They would
Their
have
terrain is
disadvantage.
woods, so they would not have advantage. It wouldn't be disadvantage, but they
Should
wouldn't
still
have
have a-
advantage.
Still have a high.
I mean,
survival
I
skill
can.
check. Just makes
Yeah, all
sense
I
to
need
have
to
the
know is
ranger
who.
take point.
Yeah, who would like to take points on the expedition to try and
then
get to the Frozen
I
Kingdom?
will.
All
I will,
right.
sure.
I'll put Valindra's token here. Go ahead, behind Valindra, line up to where you'd believe you would take point and position.
Sanjura would be at the back.
I'll be up front.
Behind.
I'm wherever Durant is.
Drag Malia with me. Or Valerie.
Okay.
Having the two rogues up front.
It's a really good idea.
Well,
Do you want Valerie?
Polly, where do you want to stand?
Give me a minute.
He lost his whiskers.
I know I'm trying, but I can't collect them.
we
Well,
shall.
I'm
He's also
missing
small
one.
here.
Oh, it's the right below
Can-
Sanjura.
Oh.
Hey, it's a slightly accurate.
Okay, I'm back.
Take
Where are we?
And for Una, probably.
There. We go there.
I love that
Okay,
he's forever got this.
put Una in the middle. Because technically I'm on his shoulders.
Okay. As you step out, the sky covered in gray clouds, whitish more. Sun barely giving any semblance of lights, but the blizzard winds have died down. Valindra, you are leading the expedition for the second half of the journey. Go ahead and roll me a d20, add your survival, and then after that, roll me a regular d20, and we'll see how the day goes.
Oh god. 21 with my survival.
Very nice.
An 18.
Okay. Upon leading the expedition, following directions that Riptide gives, you begin to traverse further into the frozen lands. As you move inwards, you get a good ways across. The snow would slow you down naturally, but you guys are able to make good trekking as Valindra guides you through better pathing, less obstacle terrain. But as you guys are moving through, you find interesting sights to see. As you are moving through the snow, off in the distance, you find a bestial-like creature. Long, curved fangs, traveling in a pack of others as they move through the snow, avoiding closeness or confrontation. You find that this land actually has a lot of life to it, surprisingly. Going across and finding foxes, bears, birds of different types. And it isn't until you find another forest-like environment covered in snow and icescapes. You move amongst in here, giving you cover. And here you notice less disturbances from the unrest. It is here where it begins to become late evening, as the sun begins to go down and you guys are beginning to lose lights. You have a couple of heavy, thick trees, some bushes, or you can try and search for proper shelter to rest for the night. Or you can try and keep pushing through the nights if you wish. What would your group like to do?
I would like to keep going, but that's Timothy.
How's everyone doing? I think if it's not an issue, I think we can try pushing through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay. I'm just out of first level spell slots.
I was curious why you're using your spell slots instead of Divine Sense.
Divine Sense, can't see around cover.
Oh, that makes sense.
I got
Guys.
3 for continuing to push forward.
Yes.
I'm doing whatever Dorian's doing. 'Cause
Okay.
I think we should go forward. I'm not happy about it, but
Yeah. All right.
but it's better than staying out in the woods with zombies.
Does anybody have dark vision?
Spirits.
Oh,
I think
Whatever.
literally you.
I don't have dark vision.
Oh.
You're a wood
Oh,
elf.
never mind. Never mind. Yes, I do. I missed
Okay.
it. My
I
eyes.
I was gonna say.
My
It's
eyes.
You don't
I
you
was gonna be
personally
like, when did
IRL
they
doesn't have
steal
dark
it?
vision.
you IRL don't have dark vision.
I wish I did.
Yeah, you and everybody else.
Hey, as a night guard, I could really use it.
Sorry, my eyes skimmed over the fact that I have dark vision.
It's all good. So you want to continue leading the expedition?
Yes. We can continue on.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another d20. This is just for your day's travel, as we will keep your 21 for your survival.
Can I adjust the brightness of the sunblade?
Do you want to make a dim light? Because I believe that is an option.
Sure.
As you
Isn't it? Go for it. Never mind.
you protrude the blade, for those that cannot see in the night, and instead of being a bright sun, you are able to control the arcane nature to make it I'll say like a dim, like flashlight. Able to point the tip of the blade forward to show a pathing for those that cannot see. As this is going, what'd you roll for the
15.
night? 15. Trekking and traversing through the nights, using the tree line as decent cover. You make a good ways into this thickened forest, and you avoid certain troubles that you hear. Howls into the night that seem close by. You divert your path to avoid the proximity of where they originate. Through the help of your companions, Durant, even, the signs of unrested spirits that travel this forest. But thanks to each other's help, you pass them without disturbing their own trek through. You move for a good amount of time. So much so that by the time you realize how far you've been walking, you are greeted by the morning sun. And as it rises through the clouds, you see as it begins to silhouette and shine upon almost a rising hill. When you see building structures, housing, and a roadway. Wooden bridges that can attach one gap between another on a massive hillscape. And as you see this come to clear as the sun begins to rise, you hear as Riptide introduces you all. Welcome to the Frozen Kingdom, where Thyzeriphiel domains. We should get a warm welcome, considering. You see as she says this while sniffling, you guys are able to stay warm. No con saves needed thanks to your jackets, but your faces are numb. Noses are sniffling every now and then. It's that weird moment where it's like a summer cold. You're not really feeling all that's loss of energy besides being tired of traversing through the night. But your faces are absolutely like getting that beginning frost effects from snowfall. And your sense of smell has gone through the chute. As you're constantly sniffling and holding it together. But you now reach civilization.
Okay. We reached the civilization.
Civilization.
Oh,
Oh my god, look!
Players, this is brand new to us.
this is cute. I like
Nobody's ever seen this.
Brand new.
To be fair, I didn't see it. If it makes you feel better, Josh.
Yeah.
I didn't see it either.
Okay. At first,
I
I thought it was...
genuinely did not see it, so.
Okay, I genuinely felt when Rach said that. I don't know, my brain said, "Oh yeah, she's being genuine. How nice." And then when Senjiro and Durant started talking, I'm like, "Oh wait, no, they did see it."
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
come
we saw it,
on.
buddy.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
the first
Cool.
time I'm seeing this.
Welcome to the Frozen Kingdom.
I didn't see it before, so this looks
I
cool.
know.
I also never seen it, and I still haven't seen it. Okay, now I have.
As a side note, while listening to everything that's going on, I've been fishing in Palia, and I caught like the most rarest fish, but it got away.
Ah!
Wait, the unicorn fish?
Well, no, the ancient fish, and it was
Oh,
gold
you got the
star.
Oh no.
It
Oh.
got away.
Oh no. I've been downloading audiobooks. Rephrase. I've been downloading an audiobook. One.
That constantly is crashing.
It's been no. I'm doing it by hand instead of using the extension because it will not whatever it. So I'm doing it manually.
Well, as you all arrive at the Frozen Kingdom, the
Yay.
sights of a civilized area gives you some comforts. And upon entering the city, you will see as Riptide will begin to take the lead and traverse you through. I would like the group to go ahead and make an insight check as she is guiding you through the city.
Huh?
Oh,
Those that wish, make an insight
Insight?
check on
11.
Riptide.
I just got that. I've lost my die. Oh, here it is.
I have advantage on my insight.
Go for it.
I have 16.
Either have 19 plus I was 24. A 24
Nat 20
Kill it.
plus 3.
Nice.
23.
or a dirty 20.
Well, which one do you want?
Is dirty 20 bad?
Well, no. But, for advantage, you would want to take the higher, would you not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
Why are
dirty
you-
20 is good or bad.
No, it's
Why
all
are you?
right.
It's worse than 24.
It's worse than 24.
You want bigger number? Whatever.
Oh,
whatever
wait,
is
wait.
bigger.
Oh, wait, never mind. 24.
I didn't
Wait,
know
I
a math
forgot.
teacher.
I forgot.
Hey, if you are
Listen,
immaculated by the surrounding landscape, then you could be distracted. I'll leave that up to you.
Never mind. I'll
Rach,
take it. I'll take
Rach,
the
how much have you
24.
been drinking?
Never mind. I don't listen. I don't drink often.
But when she
listen?
does, she gets cuckoo.
Grab those Cocoa Puffs. Anyway, 24. Yeah. Okay.
24.
I'll drink to that.
24. Yeah. Durant.
11.
Oof. And so Durant's being the only one failed.
That's fine.
Let me roll for Una.
I don't need to know anything. I just need to stand there.
I can fill you in.
I just need
Um,
to stand here.
Well, as Durant's
Someone
and as your group is being guided by Riptide through, you see as she's pointing out certain buildings in a manner of, that is where Thyzeriphiel brought me to have some baked goods. They're very skilled. Nice little family there.
While she's saying this, I do have my ring. So, will that tell me as she's saying these things if it actually happened?
Your ring of truth telling?
Yeah. Like if she's blowing smoke up my ass, or if she's being genuine.
Let me go ahead and look at how
Why would she be lying?
Because she could just be putting on a show, showboating. I've been here
Literally.
before, and I've done this, and I've done that, and
But they're
Just-
so
I've got in with
mundane.
these, and I've got in with these people.
She's
I'm-
she's
yeah.
virtually a god. She doesn't need to showboat.
I'm just
Love the
saying.
praise.
She's a minor deity. Are you happy?
Close.
I know. I'm just saying.
I'm just looking up the aspects of Ring of Truth Telling. I think it just gives you insight on
On things and stuff.
Resistance, it would be advantage.
it would be advantage. So you're just able to you're able to read between the lines in persona, which helps you out in the situation. But as she is guiding you through, pointing out places that apparently Thyzeriphiel brought her to eat. For most individuals, Durant, you are also just taking in the sights and everything, watching as people are beginning to leave their homes and traverse. You guys see humans, some elves, but the major denomination of this city is of orcs. Half orcs, full orcs. all with different styles of their business. Some have blacksmith-like outfits, others have lumberjack-like suits. And as you are walking through, what Durant misses, that the rest of you catch on, is that Riptide points out maybe 3 buildings. A place where she came to eat, a place where she stayed, a place where she bought some trinkets. And you notice you are missing a good chunk of the city as you continue to walk through. And most of you get the idea that you don't think she's visited this place that often. Sounds like a one-time visit of someone who is just excited to be back and see an old friend. You are not really being guided through, more like just following someone who knows where the friend's house is in a new state.
Can I speak up?
Oh, you can, yeah.
I'm gonna ask her, what's over there? And I'm gonna
Timothy
point to,
will look in the direction.
You see as she turns to, and very nonchalantly, I don't know. And continue to walk.
Well, haven't you been here before?
Yes, Thyzeriphiel invited me once. It was a great time. Good food. The place I stayed was warm. I was able to pick up some souvenirs, and pretty sure I met the current leader of this place.
Oh.
She should still be around.
Should be.
Yes. I remember
Well,
her
she should be
name
around here.
was Queen Grisic.
Sounds like you're saying that she's dead.
It has been over 200 years.
Yeah, that was gonna be my
Oh,
question.
God. 200 years. That's wild.
If I know Thyzeriphiel, if she's taken a liking, if they have taken a liking to the York Queen, she should still be around.
Okay.
As you begin to follow her across a wooden bridge to another section of the city, you see as you get across, unlike the town you were in before, here there are more warrior-esque like individuals. You see some soldiers are training. Others are partaking in sharpening weapons, crafting their hand-to-hand combats. But everyone in this section across this wooden bridge is a warrior or soldier in some way, shape, and form. And more than 90% here are of the half-orc status. Very few humans, and the humans you do see, they are just as buff as a half-orc. Elves that are getting trained not only in archery, but you see even some of them are abnormally buff compared to the agile domicile. Less roguish and more fighter type physiques.
Correct if I'm wrong, but this is the first time that I'm seeing an orc, correct?
Yeah, orcs or half-orcs. There are some half-orcs from Platinum Star City, but full orcs, I believe this is the first.
So Leah's eyes kind of like bounce around, like, oh my god, they're massive.
The average orc is roughly 8 feet to 9 feet tall.
Yeah, her eyes are wide, like, oh my god, they're huge.
And unlike the bellied orcs that people know of that are similar to like ogres, everyone looks like they've never skipped gym day.
Leah looks back at Timothy. Don't piss them off.
Girl.
As you guys,
There's only one person I want to be squashed by.
Yeah, I already know.
somewhere in the throne room, Theo sneezes. Anyway, as you guys begin to push forward, what you're also realizing is that even though the warriors are training, they take a look at the group that is approaching. They stare and see Riptide and the now Ice Genasi leading, and they will part ways, almost giving no mind to the group. But every now and then, there is one or two of them that do stare towards the Leonin, and then the fairies, but then go back to their training. Moving further up, you get to another bridge. Here, you see there is a silhouette statue in the distance, made of a metallic-like brown or bronze metal. It is a orb with 6, maybe 8 types of protrusions coming out in different angles, some wrapping around, some extended. Very odd statue. No lower torso, no humanoid real look to it. Just looks like a ball with metallic-like protrusions or rods sticking out, extended, flat, and some curled around. And as you approach below, you see 2 orcs in heavy robes, tusks coming from the bottom of their jaw that have been sharpened and embedded with, it seems to be, gems into their tusks, necklaces and staffs adorned, as their eyes have a deepish purple and black-like hue to them. As they both look across gotta find one that I use. You hear as the male one speaks first.
Who comes to visit the Queen?
You watch as Riptide, standing tall, not affected by this voice that almost pierces your mind, not aggressively, but you definitely feel that invading like feeling. Like something is getting your surface thoughts scanned.
I don't think they want to read Timothy's.
Before Riptide speaks up.
It is I, Riptide, one of the old ones of the Eastern Seas. I am here to meet with your queen, an extension to meet Thyzeriphiel.
You watch as the second sorceress speaks up.
Thyzeriphiel. Is she going to grace us with her presence?
The male version.
If you are here to call her, please talk to Grisic. Let our queen call our savior.
You watch as the 2 casters stand aside of the bridge and give a small bow as Riptide turns to you guys very nonchalantly.
Time to meet her friend.
As she begins to walk across the bridge. As you all, one by one, follow, moving under this ball-like statue. Upon closer inspection, you see that those protruded like curved things coming out of the ball have a weird wave texture to each extension. And as a small pillar as it is, it seems this platform was made specifically for this statue, as you have to cross another bridge to get to this massive wooden castle-like spire. Nothing as elegant or grandiose as the Platinum Star City. But you also can sense there is a heavier vibe here. And as you follow Riptide as she opens the massive doors herself, two things greet you. First and foremost, the walls are lined with bones. Much like the skull cataclysm that is under the Citadel in real. Here, the walls themselves seem to have been erected through thousands of bone-like corpses. You see some that are orcish, some that are animal, some humanoid skulls. And you are walking down a long hallway before you reach stairs. And the stairs themselves, carved massive bone structures, big enough to be probably great creatures, huge even. And as you are moving through, you don't know how you feel, as Riptide seems to be not bothered by the structure at all. But she continues to move forward with confidence and a slight dedication of glee. The second thing you notice, which just off-puts the place more or less, you don't know. But there is no sign of any other life. There is no guards. There is no maids, servants, or any other living entity. You're pretty sure you haven't even seen mice or any type of animals anywhere here. Just a lined wall of skeletal structures. As you continue to follow, heading up the long staircase, the guardrails made and strapped together of intricate twine and a carved and smoothed out white bone structure. You don't know if it's one continuous bone or others that have been mended together as you begin to climb this spire. It'll be a decent amount of climb. Does anyone say anything, prep, or do anything before reaching the top?
Delphi just inches closer to Durant's neck and head, kind of uncomfortably, ugh.
You guys are getting close together, and Durant's, with Delphi moving closer, her warm jacket does help your cheeks a little bit, but everyone is still sensing that coldness on their face where their noses are still sniffling. They're not sneezing or anything, but it is definitely not easy to catch a breath through the nose, only through the mouth. And as
Why are
you
there
are,
so many bones?
do you ask Riptide or just question to yourself in the group?
I question just out in there.
You notice as you speak. How did you phrase it again?
Why are there so many bones?
You swear you are hearing something reply that stops you for a second before vanishing.
Timothy's holding onto his sending stone.
Leah grabs onto Valerie's hand and clutches it.
You see, for those, Valerie has a hand on her blade as well, but just hasn't drawn it and is stepping with confidence alongside the Empress, who doesn't seem bothered at all and has a smile on her face of almost a prideful physique of unintimidation. As you guys present...
God, I hate her.
How dare she walk with confidence?
How dare her in general?
You don't know how. But Valindra, the answer to your question, like a whisper in your ear. These are enemies, fallen and collected.
Valindra starts to look around, just
You
seeing if
are-
anybody else heard that.
Did you say that out loud? Or just
No, the
were you
question
just
he said
observing?
out loud. But then after the question was given, you all heard that weird wind of whispers. But only Valindra heard a louder chant toward the end, and now he seemingly has an answer.
Hearing the slight whisper, not showing what it was, or not knowing what it was, I kind of like looked over my shoulder, like in the general direction of where it was coming from, but like shook it off.
As your head turns to where you believe it comes from, the only thing you stare at is the wall of skulls and bones. Hollowed eyes staring back. It is at this point that you get to the top of the spire and you see a massive door structure. This structure is of wood, metal handles, and bones that seem to drape on both sides. I would like whoever is curious to make a nature check.
Okie dokie. Close my eyes.
I got
Oh,
a
this-
dirty 20.
It's gonna be interesting. Leah rubs her lucky Timothy frog in her hand.
I know what's going on.
I got a
Nature.
6.
Oh, I'm sorry,
no.
what are we rolling?
Nature.
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 I got a
Nature.
19.
Nature.
Instead of telling me I know nothing, Todd, make it interesting.
15.
Got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Also dirty.
Sorry, I was replying to a text from my mom. I know Leah failed with a 6.
Yeah, I know. I figured.
Sanjuro, what'd you get?
A dirty 20.
Timothy?
Dirty 20.
Durant?
15.
Valendra?
19.
Delphi?
21.
And Una also Nope, Una fails.
9 plus 10.
Yeah, 9 plus 10. That's 21. Does that make 18 plus 20 equal 42?
What?
Math. Don't ask me questions, man.
Does that mean I succeed?
No.
Listen, I was throwing it out to the universe.
Alright. For Una, Leah, Valerie, you stare at this door, and it is off-putting. What kind of creature are these bones made out of? To be so long and protruded, like maybe extended fingers. But for the rest of you, you don't know how you feel. As when the doors open, the extending of the spinal structure going towards the ceiling, and just over the throne, you realize that this layer's main structure in this throne room is made out of ancient dragon bones, as the wings are acting as doors.
Oh,
Makes
Timothy
sense.
gonna pop off.
Near
Timothy's like, if you're looking at him, it's pure shock, and like he's terrified.
looking at the ceiling entering inside, you can see the spinal structure that connects the back to the skull head that is hovering over a completely bone-made throne. And the throne itself made of mainly orc-fanged skulls. The armrests are multiple elbow to hand like skeletal structures that are clasping and intertwining with each other. As you see a greenish orc woman, heavy cloth. Now let me just put it in view. She is sitting on this throne. A muscular structure is toned and fits for battle. Her tusks themselves sharpened, each teeth can be seen as a weapon. You see she wears a necklace of intertwined and twisted up mandibles of teeth and jawbones that have been encumbered into a necklace. Her leather or fur-like bracers has different types of like rib cages of smaller creatures wrapped around. And as her eyes open, like if she was resting or meditating, she looks across this massive hall. And continuing the look of this place as you enter inside behind Riptide, who hasn't missed a stride, you notice the walls that have windows protruding outward are rib cages of this dragon-like creature. And as Riptide enters, you watch as this female orc stands and then bends the knee to Riptide.
Welcome. One of the old ones. Master of the sea. Friend of our goddess.
The whispering of the echoes upon the goddess is heard like if the bones themselves are speaking. before Riptide speaks up.
Grisic, I see you're still ruling the Frozen Kingdom. It is nice to see that Thyzeriphiel has found someone competent enough to lead.
I thank you. It has been a worthy position that I have taken from my family.
Does anyone say anything in this moment? Or do you
Timothy's
just...
too shocked and disgusted to say anything.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I was distracted with my son.
As...
How dare you?
Wow.
There was internet issues.
Yep, that'll do it. If no one says anything, Riptide will continue.
Can you summon her at once? Or can summon them at once? We kind of... Well, I have exciting news for her that I wish to share before the meeting.
Very well.
You then watch as she goes to the throne. Does not sit, but simply kneels in front of it. Durant,
Yes.
almost as if your inner power activates on its own. Like if whatever divinity that covers you sends its presence and awareness to you, your divine sense kicks in automatically. As the sunblade begins to glow in its hilt, and as an aura of a quick light surrounds this cathedral, you all see 20, 50, hundreds of Orcus spirits, all standing along the sides of the room, staring towards the throne. And as they all begin to kneel along Grisic, you hear their chanting begin to intertwine with hers. Before a new sound takes place.
Goddess Thyzeriphiel, we call for you to descend. A friend of yours arrives. Bless us with your presence. Grant us your light.
You hear the chanting of all those around you. Grant us your lights, that echoes out throughout the chambers. As the rooftop skeletal structure begins to shift, crack, and the snapping of bone opens up as the roof shows the grayish white clouds above. Here, at the top of the spire, the peak of the hill of the Frozen Kingdom, you look towards the massive sky. The darkened clouds seemingly begin to swirl in a tornado-like structure until they begin to lower towards you all. Thinking that a tornado is about to touch down, some of you begin to wonder if this place is safe or not. But before that comes to a conclusive thought, breaking from the skies, a massive crash of a sonic boom as the clouds part, sunlight, along with an entity too massive to truly comprehend, has to be something of 200 feet tall, maybe. A single blackened eye, purplish structure, and these sky-like wings begins to descend towards you all, disguising itself along the sunlight. The structure lowers, and it feels like its presence alone can crush you in a moment.
Why have you called upon me?
Hello, Thyzeriphiel. Would you mind stop being so dramatic?
You all watch as the entity's eye lowers, and as it gets closer, its eye takes up the entirety of the sky and rooftop now. The sun is blotted out as you are in darkness. As you see now, the spirits of the orcs all begin to lift their hands and stare up at this creature in awe, as Grisick is also just admiring its full form as this entity continues to speak.
Theria, it is you, my friend. What has brought you here? In this time?
I've come to speak to you before the meeting. I have news that you should hear.
You watch as this entity begins to wrap itself in its own wings. The eye becomes blotted out as you see arcane magic begin to billow, change, and glow, until a smaller form appears hovering above you all. A winged, faced entity, humanoid now, as it descends inside this spire structure, as the bones begin to close the ceiling overhead, as clouds begin to try and reform the land. This entity, roughly 12 feet tall still, but humanoid. No eye structure, as there is a cloth that covers the top of its face, while 8 wings protrude the side, hovering just so gently off of it. an immaculate white and blackish robe with a golden star-like symbol over its chest, and stringed like runes that hover over the vestige of its robe. A golden crown and two hovering faces simulating its own, gently off next to the wings. As a more peaceful and humanoid version appears before you all.
Tell me, friend, who is it you have brought with you? I see Fey folk. I did not know Queen Oleander let them leave the Feywild. Have you caused trouble again? I have done no such thing, Thyzeriphiel. It turns out Queen Oleander has other arrangements and has permitted.
And you see as she looks over to you, Delphi, with a playful smile, innocent in nature.
Importance of her families to join from the Fae.
Yes.
I know that all of the Fae beings she considers her children.
This is interesting news indeed. If all of you are under Riptide's guidance, and the Fae beings under Queen Oleander's protection, I then hereby extend my welcome to you all. I am Thyzeriphiel, celestial being of a seraphim form, dealer of fate and death, one of the old ones. Does anyone reply or say anything?
Delphi is going to say, "It's very nice to meet you," and kind of like give like a little curtsy bow on while standing on Duran's shoulder.
You see as
Timothy's following her, but doesn't say anything.
As Delphi gives the curtsy, Timothy gives the bow. You see the Empress also gives a head bow as well, as this 12-foot tall entity has to halfly lean over as it steps forward and now is pretty much face to face with Durant, but you get the idea he is looking at Delphi, this entity.
A fairy. You must be from the Oleander Kingdom.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Delphi Oleander, and she kind of like does another curtsy.
You see as you say the
Music.
name. Yes. You see as when you say your name, the entity's face flinches, not angered or aggressive, but interested. As you see, Riptide is beginning to slightly chuckle to herself, before the entity then re-stands to its full 12-foot height, turns towards Riptide. Is this the news you wish to share, friend?
That is correct. It seems like while our old one was away, she decided to start a family. This is her daughter. I have confirmed it already with my abilities. How intriguing. In the end, she did end up finding that which I seek. Or was it a political standpoint? From the sounds of it, it was. Queen Oleander found love. How interesting. Well, Princess Oleander, I truly welcome you to my domain.
Thank you. It is an honor to be here.
You see as this entity, the two heads on its side, no eyes as they are all covered by the white film. But one of the heads turns, the other turns, as they seem to be looking at the rest of your group. As Thyzeriphiel speaks up again.
How interesting. I see it. Some of your group have pain, have sorrow. They have experienced loss.
You see as Thyzeriphiel's body turns. And at first, seeming to be looking through you, Leah.
You have lost those whom you love.
Yeah. It's a long story, but
Death comes to all mortals.
unfortunately so. I'm not as lucky as some of my friends here to know what a potion is from such a young age to save those I love.
The magic arcanum does so much and yet so little. Healers and herbalists can only focus on what their abilities can reside.
If only humans knew what arcana were.
Magic is well known, and yet barely been touched. For the weave is unbinding. But fate and death are those who I deal with. Does thou wish for thy love to return?
There were 3 loves lost that day. And if there's anything that I've understood, there's always a price to pay. And in most cases, it's a life for a life, and I only have one. I can't save them all.
A life or a life? Is that what you told them, Theria?
No, it's just my understanding. is that everything comes with a price.
Indeed it does. And yet that price has not yet been the same. I have spent my life dedicating to finding the answer to that question. What is the cost of a mortal life? Never once have I found two individuals to have the same worth over the life of those they care about. Shall I find the cost for your love?
To be clear, there were three: my mother, my father, and unfortunately, my boyfriend. So, how? But hold on. I'm. How could I even be sure they would even be the same? I mean, they're dead.
Death is not the end. It is simply the start of a life beyond. The Raven Queen always guides those to the other side. But I have made a deal with her and with fate to be able to extend those who pay the price. But again, the price has not always been the same, thus leaving me in a conundrum. What is one's love? Hold weight over the fate of those who have left this world. Would you like to know this answer?
Look back to Timothy and Delphi and Una.
Timothy looks back.
With an uncertainty of, I would do it, like, with like a look in my eyes, like I would do anything for my mother.
And thy father?
Anything for Daddy.
You watch as the faces that are resting on the side then hover, and all three then begin to face you. The one on the right, you see the veil over its eyes begin to lift and exposes a golden-like weave that extends slowly outward like rope shooting out of eye sockets. As the weave then connects in the air, intertwining with itself, until it connects with you. You feel a warmth, a slight tug in your chest. And as the second face reveals its eye sockets, there is a blackened mist. And almost in the distance, sounds of distant crows and ravens. As the blackened mist pours out and drifts towards you like a living shade, before it then enwraps your body slowly and almost curiously, like it is searching until they enwrapped the golden thread. And the rest of you see as behind Leah, two specters. Middle-aged man and woman begin to, almost in a sleep-like trance, hover behind her. Eyes close and face have a resting, soft look to them. Their fates are intertwined with yours very deeply. Your love is potent.
They didn't deserve what happened to them. And if I could have saved them, I would. Is there any way to... There's no way to bring them back, is there? Like for good?
You watch as Thyzeriphiel looks to the right, where the golden threads are coming from. Fate. Can their thread be reattached? You watch as the mouth of the golden-eyed face drops open. As you don't hear, but if you could feel Arcane speak, a wave of energy flows this throne room before the mouth closes. As Thyzeriphiel looks back to you, it can be done. As it looks over to its left, where the blackened mist is still pouring out like tears now. Death. Can these two souls be put back in the body? As its jaw extends open, almost bursting through with aggression and ferocious vomiting, crows begin to fly out and dance around the ceiling before they eventually then turn back into mist before the jaw closes. As Thyzeriphiel turns to you, it can be done. The price of a family torn from their daughter. A love strong. The price has been set. As you see both heads begin to pulse out their respective energies of darkened mist and golden threads, you then see Thyzeriphiel reach both of its long arms out and tend to the thread and shade. A process of 10 minutes of crafting, and you guys all watch the birth of two humanoid figures made of golden silhouettes and shadow inlays. The price is this for the love you hold. Protect thine close to you.
and give up the vengeance you hold.
I'm sorry? Give up the vengeance I hold, as in...
Your heart, where love is also being choked out by a vicious hatred.
Yes, he's the one that killed them! How could you... How could you not hate someone that is responsible for killing them?
I do not know, mortal. I have been trying to understand the emotions of your kind since I arrived many years ago. Complex feelings that have led to war, bloodshed, life, and love. These are which I wish to understand. I do not know why the cost is this. I just know that fate and death preceded as such. The understanding is beyond my knowledge for now. But when I find thine answer, I shall give you thy response. Until then, the price has been set.
Leah shakes her head and absolute disbelief falls to her knees.
Delphi's gonna fly down and kind of pat her on the back, and she's just gonna be like, "This is a tough decision, I know."
I've been hunting my whole life to bring them to... I can't even think of it, to bring them Leah's shaking, to bring them
Justice?
Thank you. Justice. To bring them justice. For, and not just them, for Ezra too. I mean, 3 innocent lives were lost that day, and to just give up that grudge? If that... I know it's not about you, Delphi. I know it's not, but if that happened to your sister and your mother and your father, you would have a lot of hatred in your heart too, as pure as it is, wouldn't you?
I'm sure anyone would.
You see as Thyzeriphiel looks down to you, Leah, as it proceeds a question that could potentially shock you. Who is this third you speak of?
Ezra, he's the other life that was lost that day. He was... And she looks at Valerie and lets go of her hand, and
Valerie
her,
is leaning next to you, also concerned, and only can sympathize or try and empathize what you're feeling.
He was my childhood friend. He was the first love of my life. And when Dad was busy at work, the butcher shop, and Mom was busy at home, making it sparkling clean and, fresh cooked meals to provide for us, he would take me out in the fields and taught me how to shoot my first bow. And those blades that I gave Una, they were a gift from him, so I would learn how to skin a deer and help Dad so he didn't have to work so hard. And, you know, I was afraid to tell them at first that their little girl fell in love, because I wasn't sure how they were going to react to it, but they accepted him. They loved him. They really did. And
Otto, I ask thy, did this individual love you just as you loved him?
he really did. I don't have the same exact daggers anymore. It took a lot for me to give them to Una. But they were a family gift passed down through his bloodline. So I hold him dear to my heart. And I know without a doubt that him and I, we were going to get married.
If this is the case, then I bring you news not sure of its outcome. But the one you speak of is not dead.
Leah's got a look of confusion, but also shock, but
There
also
are only
uncertainty.
2 souls of the passing that your love has connected fate to. If there is a third, then he is not amongst the dead. I do not know if that means he is alive, but surely that threaded fate would not hold such a bond away. So therefore, I can only conclude that this love of yours still lives.
Shakes her head. There's no way. There's no way. I saw them. I saw all 3 of them. She starts laughing because it's ridiculous. There was 3. I saw them. 1, 2, 3. There was Mom.
I do not know.
In her nightgown, there was Dad in his work boots. I saw them. And then Ezra, there's no mistaking him. I saw him in his curly hair. And in his huntsman's clothes. I saw him laying there. Charred to shit, but I saw him.
I cannot speak on things I do not know. The only knowledge I have is fate and death. Both are in agreement. The only 2 lives lost of love stand behind you.
Leah looks over her shoulder.
As you look over, you see the 2 spirits at peaceful demeanor of your parents hovering behind, silently, waiting almost to be brought to these new shadowed silhouette bodies that Thyzeriphiel had built.
Leah just reaches out for them to grab one of each of their legs and just hug them.
As you reach out to grab onto them, the pain of not feeling physicality as your arms move through their spirits.
She just tucks her head into her chest and just starts crying.
Delphi's gonna, like, rub her back.
Valerie also grabs and holds you in a deep hug as she can before someone else speaks up. Just for clarification, as long as this child gives up her hatred, she gets her family back. Is that correct? That is the cost. Now, per se, if someone else were to take up that vengeful torch, would the deal still stand? There is a moment of pause as the three heads almost silently converse with each other before looking back. The hatred in her heart must be let go. If someone else were to consume it, a price is still paid. Well then, I think we have some options here for us. Wouldn't you agree, Valerie? She looks up towards the Empress. What if we take the hatred from Leah and put it into someone who loves her just as much and willing to do virtually anything for her?
How about you stay out of people's decisions?
But that's what I do best, darling. You know
Yeah,
this.
well, maybe you should stay out of this one.
It's just an idea.
Leah looks
Yeah,
at
well,
Tim-
nobody wants to hear it.
Leah looks at Timothy.
Don't do it, girl.
I think Timothy has a point. If I hate to go against you, Empress, but if anybody was to consume the hatred that I bear and was to carry this out and have to bear that weight, I would rather it be Timothy, if that was his wish.
Oh, that little thing holding in hatred, I think is our heart.
I hold it
already
for you.
filled for me. Oh, I knew it. It's just an idea, Dawn. After all, you would be getting your parents back, which is something, if I'm being completely honest, even I would be tempted to be taken up on. Though I would be curious on what my price would be. But we'll save that for another time. Now it's about you, and what you're willing to do to get back your parents. I'm only offering suggestions, dear.
Right. I understand. I'll do it.
Do you give your task to someone else, or just simply give up altogether?
I simply cannot tell Timothy to do it, because that wouldn't be me giving up my grudge, then would it? I have to simply let it go.
So be it, dear. As you see the Empress once again take a step back and just watch in almost a slight amusement before Thyzeriphiel speaks up again. Thou hast wished to give up thy hatred for those you love.
If it meant getting Mom and Dad back.
May I mind you, this
And-
deal holds as long as you speak truth. If your hatred were to outshine your love, they will be, once they are now, of the beyond. You hold the end of this deal. Do you accept?
Yes, I do. And Leah just looks down and shakes her head like, I can't fucking believe it.
There is an air that was once in your own lungs, as you almost feel as if the threads of fate borrow it. A slight forced sigh, and almost if air had a physical form, you guys watch as a breath leaves Leah, as the golden threads pull from her body, as the two spirits leave from behind her and drift towards the shadow forms ahead. As their souls enter inside, the shadows begin to solidify. Coloration begin to shine. And you see as Thyzeriphiel plucks at the golden thread on its cloth, as a golden light begins to enwrap both in a cocoon. And you watch a simultaneous, almost casting of a spell of legend, as a true resurrection begins to take place. As the golden threads begin to lose their shine, you see as both cocoons gently touch the floor, and the arcanum of the threads are gone, still enwrapping the bodies. As Thyzeriphiel looks ahead towards Yulia, you may free them.
Back over to Mom and Dad.
Valerie will walk alongside you. You stand in front of these two wrapped cocoons of threads. Once golden, now just simple brown.
Walk to which one I believe is Mom first, considering she's a little shorter. And I slowly start to unwrap her cocoon, and holding my breath, I'm unsure of what she's going to look like, hoping that she looks the same, praying that she doesn't look the same as when I last saw her, but she looks just like she does in my memories. I continue to unwrap her until the cloth falls off of her.
As you unwrap the threads, you do not see mummies, but instead the picture-perfect, unblemished face of your mother greets you. Not a burn mark or scar in sight. Any old injuries that would have been formed are also gone. Their bodies have been made anew. And as Valerie looks to you as if unspeakingly asking to assist you in unraveling them, you allow her.
I forget for a second that Dad is even standing next to her, and I immediately just throw myself into her arms and just melt, completely in shock that she even looks like her, let alone that she looks like she did, like it never happened. Like she looks like the mom standing at the kitchen counter just chopping vegetables and just utterly just lost in herself for a moment, just trying to breathe it in before she remembers that Dad is there and rushes over to unwrap him as well.
As you make contact with the cocoon of your mother, you feel the first heartbeats. And like a weird exhale of waking up from a dream, you see her eyes begin to flutter slightly as they begin to open. And you remember your father's just next to you. As Valerie will hold the cocoon up in case your mother loses balance, you begin to tear open the threads of that cocoon. You see your father, one who works diligently. Any and old scars or damage he had from his work gone. The face and everything is the exact same since before you lost them.
Leah just grabs both of them and hugs them close.
As you grab a hold of him, you feel that same heartbeat and the same fluttering of eyes as they are coming to. We're getting up in a second, dear. You see your father jostle. I'll get breakfast started. You should be fine. As their eyes come to an awakened state and focused, they stare at you. You see a confused look on their face before. Honey? See your father trying to pull out of the rest of his cocoon-like web, as your mother also stirs. What is going on? Where are we?
You don't remember? We went on vacation. She says with like a little smile.
You see as they look at you, I'm going to go ahead and do a little check real quick. Both parents look to you. What is going on? Where are we? Why are we in this thread?
Leah quickly drops her smile and fake facade and looks at them and tells them that it's a long story, but I got our entire lives to catch you up on it. But you're never going to believe where we are.
You see as Valerie speaks up. Ma'am. Sir, I know this might be disorienting. This is Leah. You see both of them look to her, look to you. And what at first is confusion, your mother is the first to recognize. You see her eyes try and almost like blink, as if blinking will change you back to your younger days. In the last moment they remember you as a child. Tears begin to burn up on her eyes. Yeah.
Hey.
What happened?
I grew up a little bit. Just 20 years or so.
You see as Valerie begins to cut the rest of the thread off of her, as your father's still trying to put the pieces together of what's going on, where your mother finally, arms free, aggressively grabs you and pulls you into a hug that you have not felt in years.
Leah wraps her arms around her daddy and just starts sobbing uncontrollably. Daddy, I never thought I was going to see you again.
What is going on? How?
You were dead. You were dead. And I couldn't save you. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You see them look at each other in the notion that they do not remember any sorrowful past of a death. And then look to you. We left you alone. You see your father's eyes begin to tear up.
Do you remember the day
No.
that you sent me out into the field to get flowers for the table because you were making a dinner for Ezra and me? You told me to pick the prettiest ones that I could find.
Something like that happened, I think. I don't.
That day, I came home and everything was gone. The house. Forget the house. You, Daddy, Ezra, everything just before my eyes. I could smell it in the field. I knew something wasn't right. Something in town. I didn't know it was where it was coming from, but I knew I had to get back.
Grab you by your face and lift you up to his eyes. He's not that much taller than you are now, but still. His eyes begin to tear up as he's holding back as best he can. I left you? We left you?
No, I left you. I should have stayed.
How long? How old are you, baby girl?
A little over 20 years. It's been.
You see him grab you and pull you in. Tightened hug. A father that never wants to let go. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened.
I'm sorry you had to go that long without us.
Daddy, you don't gotta be sorry. It wasn't your fault.
Was-
It wasn't
it was-
your
it was-
fault. It wasn't Mommy's fault. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't.
Was Ezek at least be able to be there with you? Was he there with you at least?
Ezra?
Yeah.
No, he was with you.
Oh my. Oh, look at you all grown. You see him finally taking in the surroundings as he is also trying his best to comprehend what is around him. Where are we right now? What has happened?
This has been probably the best place that I've found since I left home. And I've been to some pretty crazy places I can't wait to tell you about. We're in a beautiful place called the Ice Kingdom.
As a voice interrupts your introductions. It is always confusing, the first moments being brought back. They will not remember how their lives ended. Just hours prior. Take your time at one of the rest-ins. Spend your day with those that you have retrieved again. If there are any others who have lost, feel free to ask a price, and we will be here.
Duffy's gonna. So, above table, because it's been a month.
Yes.
I don't remember his name. And did Una tell me his name? I think so. Yeah, because there was confusion, because I called him Biggest, but then Una was like, no, that's not what he told me. So there was confusion. Una did tell me his name. What was it?
Una told you his real name, which, going back on notes. Antinius.
Antinius. And he's a celestial being?
Claims to be.
Okay. Do I think he's dead?
Do you think he's dead is the real question. Muna told you that he simply, it seemed like he was being freed. But if Delphi took that as free to move on from this world, or actually got back to a living body, that's up for Delphi to decide.
Okay. So Delphi's gonna just kind of speak up. I had this friend who left me, and I'm not sure in what manner, but I do know he's celestial. And I was just wondering if you would have any information on, like, if he's okay or not.
Do you have a name for this being, mortal?
What was it again? Josh.
Antinius.
Antinius. His name was Antinius?
I am not in connection with all of the celestial beings of each deity. I serve under fate and death. If he serves under another, it is up to that god to accept him in his arms. Did you care for this, Antinius?
I think so.
May I check for those you have lost?
Yes.
You see, as once again, as they have closed and come to a resting state during the altercation and interaction with Leah's parents, the two floating heads once again turn and the same process begins. The golden eyes of fate extend and attach to you as you feel the warmth. As the shadows open and begin to give form to the spirits of those that are attached to your threads of fate. As you find one figure appear behind you, if you turn to look.
Okay.
A face that you probably thought you would have never seen in person, as a resting figure of your father is in front of you.
Sophie's gonna turn back around. That's not him. It's my father. That's my father.
Then I can only assume that the being known as Antinius is still alive.
Okay. Thank you.
Is this one something you wish to bring back? Princess
Buffy's-
Oleander.
Sophie's gonna turn around and look at him, and then look back. If anyone would make that decision, it would be my mother. And as much as I love him, I will not disturb his rest.
Your mother? Your mother fell for a human. Lineage. Looking at my scrolls real quick. Give me a sec. Nope, Fairy King. Fairy. Wait, yeah, Fairy. Ignore me.
That's why I was confused. I was
Nope,
like,
I'm looking at the wrong lineage.
Okay,
When you
so
have Word
this-
documents galore, you have to find the right one. I was looking at another Oleander. You're fine. Continue.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah, Fairy. Fairy King, Aslo. In which case, she would still reply with. Or they would still reply with. This is the man your mother fell for. She found love through him.
yes, this is my father. Duffy's about to turn around and look back at him, and then turn right back and look at the. I miss him dearly, but again, I don't wish to disturb his peace. He's at rest, and if anyone would make the decision to bring him back, it would have to be my mother. I wouldn't do that.
If I can ask, Princess, what has happened to the king?
He grew ill and passed from his illness.
You see Thyzeriphiel get taken aback slightly, like if there's a question, before you hear it mutter to thyself. Why would she not ask me to heal him of his aid? This does not make sense. But then again, they did not. She did not notify all of us of
Bless you.
her children either.
He's supposed to be at the meeting if you wish to speak to her there.
Indeed.
there will be many questions that we have, not only for the death of Rodicence, but for her absence these past few years.
You watch as Riptide turns.
There are theories, Thyzeriphiel. From my understanding, she was poisoned.
You see as this 12-foot entity turns to Riptide. No real facial expressions, but that same look of questions.
My abilities are not just to intertwine with death, but with fate. I am surprised she did not come to my services to be cured of this poison. I believe there was the wanting to keep her children a secret, along with the idea that she found love. A question we know you would hound her for. The statement is true. For now, you all may find rest in my kingdom. I believe there are still 6 more days.
Sorry, DM problem?
There are 7 more days before the meeting. Find your rest here. If you wish to take Riptide's pursued methods of traveling by foot, you may do so, heading south through the plains until you reach the mountainside. You will see the wooden domain on where the Old One rules over your mother. Running alongside the other Old One, the thorn bush. Or, if you wish to reside in my kingdom before the meeting day. Before the second day of the meeting, I am going to transport myself from here to there. If you wish to take this method, you may stay in my kingdom for the meantime. The decision will be yours.
As you see as Thyzeriphiel turns and begins to stand behind the bone throne, and is now just present, as the Queen Grisic has yet to get up from kneeling, as the other spirits are all just around and are graced with her presence. Is there anything you guys like to speak, say, or do in the meantime?
You guys think we should stay, or do you think we should move on?
Well, do you want to walk all the way to the meeting?
I feel like
We would.
Fly, whatever.
We would have
the
to-
ice.
Your guys' original plan, this is above table, was to sightsee. You were going to visit the Frozen Kingdom, then go through the woods, enjoy some cities that you find along the way, maybe pick up some souvenirs. You were going to search for a masked individual before finally making your way to the actual meeting place.
We would have to stay at least 1 day unless we want to suffer exhaustion.
Very true.
I feel like we should take the transport and then sightsee on the way back because we're on a deadline and we already
Deadline
have.
6 days.
7, yes.
But still, who's to say we don't get caught up in some shenanigans?
Yeah, there can always be more undead.
We could just sit here for 6 days in this one town the whole time. Where nothing will happen. We'll be safe.
You could try and convince Thyzeriphiel to send you in early if you wish to sightsee over there, instead of having only 2 days to enjoy the Woodland Kingdom.
I mean, regardless, Delphi doesn't really exert much energy on the trip. So,
Yeah.
whatever you guys want to do.
All of your first time being out of the city. I don't care.
Should we try to get them to send us early so we could explore the woods? Like the wood area?
That's a good idea. I like that idea.
My grudge, but I'm secretly still for it.
Girl, you have to forget about
Pardon?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't want to play around with a deal.
Yeah, no, you don't get to. You don't want to
No,
do
don't
that.
listen to these naysayers. It'll be fine. Nothing bad will happen to you.
The bad thing is that I'm pretty sure her parents will cease to be alive anymore again.
Didn't say I was gonna do anything. I can't touch the person.
No, you can't have the hatred. You have to let it go.
Yeah, gotta be like
Mhm.
Elsa.
Let it go.
Brother.
Let
Yeah,
it
we can't sing.
You know what?
We can't sing
what?
it.
You know what?
You
fair.
can let go of the grudge,
Fair.
but wouldn't that thought
There's
still
not
be in the back
enough-
of her
there's
head,
not
like,
enough-
or like she knows that they're there, so wouldn't she still be wondering, like, are they around here? Like,
Well, if they
Doesn't
are,
mean
you
that-
still have that scrying to be able to
You're
check.
not allowed.
You
to,
have one
You're not
free
allowed
scry.
to pursue the grudge. I'm pretty sure is how it
Right.
is.
But you are not allowed to do anything with that grudge. Otherwise, the deal that you made will go bye-bye.
You
I
cannot-
can't touch the man.
You have to let
Then
go
why go bother
of the
looking?
hatred, is what the verbiage was.
I just wouldn't play around with it if I were you. And take chances.
But yeah,
I didn't say that she still hates the man, but there's that curiosity of, is that person still around here?
Well, if you act on that
I feel like
curiosity,
that's different.
It is.
yes, but if you act on said curiosity, is when the
let's
deal
say
goes
go
away.
looking.
You don't know, but holding the hatred for someone,
But-
you can think of it as a ill intent. If you have ill intents for the individual, that's one thing. If you just wish for him to face lawful judgment of imprisonment, that could mean an entirely different thing you don't know.
I think we go early. I think that was a good idea.
What I'm hearing is I can talk to them, but I can't
Sounds
touch
like it.
them.
Why don't
I
you just
wouldn't
go
know.
ask the
I
big
wouldn't
deity
play with it at all.
Towards them. Do not harbor hatred
Dude.
towards them. Is the
Your
only
deity is right
bound of this deal.
I'm hearing daddy words. Choose your words wisely, Leah.
More along the lines of choose your actions wisely. But who knows? So by all means, you can just show up and not say a word, and then boop, dead, and then who knows what happens. But this just
I feel like
falls
a
under...
rogue is a perfect character for me because I do be acting rogue-like sometimes and going off the rails.
I was about to.
with what I say.
I was about to make a bad joke, and I decided it was a bad idea.
So where are we going?
You guys
Well, at the very least, we're staying here for the night.
at least
so
the night.
we can
Yes.
we can determine in the morning.
Good idea.
All right. As your group sparks from the castles, if you have no other things to say to Thyzeriphiel or Grisik even, or Riptide. Riptide is going to be staying with Thyzeriphiel.
The carving I found, is that depicting Thyzeriphiel?
You see now, pulling out the bone statue, it is the best depiction someone can make with a bone of Thyzeriphiel's humanoid form. That's celestial eye in the sky looks a lot more like the bronze statue that you see now crossing the bridge.
I guess I'll throw this at them. But like, toss. Get their attention first, huh? Go try to start anything.
Oh my god. Great, you got a like fan going or something.
I know. It's hot in my house. Leave me alone.
It got really bad.
It hasn't changed. It's in the same spot.
It got
Yeah.
really bad right there.
It just got really loud for no reason.
Sorry.
That was really awesome.
Like your mic decided to pick it up and only it.
I can move the mic if that helps you.
It was fine for most of the session. It was just right there.
It might just be the fucking auto
I
thing.
can turn my gain down a little bit. Is
Um,
that better?
It's fine now.
yeah.
I turned my gain down.
As who do you toss the statue to?
Thyzeriphiel.
Is it still doing
I
it?
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay. You started laughing.
I would
thought-
get
I
their
saw
I
it
would
lighting
get their
up.
attention. I would get their attention first before throwing it.
As you grab Thyzeriphiel's attention, and she is hovering over, not hovering, she's still standing, but 12 feet up. She is way taller than the throne. As she looks to you, how do you toss this?
I don't know. I would just toss it. Maybe I don't know. I would hope they would catch it, but otherwise, I guess it'll just fall to the floor.
Cool, cool. As you toss this to them,
Did they miss it?
Oh, because
See.
sorry, just because I'm curious. Because I'm currently being forced to. I've been forced to use Channel Divinity
it is
or
not
Divine
cost-
Sense. No, I know it
is-
doesn't cost. What does the statue ping?
The statue does not ping.
Okay, thank you.
However, there is an awkward moment when the statue is tossed, and you guys watch this. Hits against Thyzeriphiel's chest and falls to the floor to a clatter, as they made no attempt to catch it. As you watch Grisik and the other spirits all turn and look towards
Oh.
Sanjiro. As Riptide then begins to just hold in a very childish chuckle. But Grisik and the others are looking at you furiously.
I
Sorry.
think that
I found this on a corpse. I was just hoping you would be able to look after the ones that apparently your worshippers. That's all.
You watch as they very slowly begin to bend low, and as Grisik tries to step up to pick it up for them, Thyzeriphiel just leans her hand forward to stop her before reaching the long arm down and picking up the statue. As Thyzeriphiel then stands to their full 12-foot form, looks over it. Others who have passed, they still wander my frozen kingdom. Tell me,
Do you know how Urad is doing?
She's talking to me.
She is. Were you the one that brought the statue?
I don't know who that is. I'm just assuming that was the dwarf, maybe the spirit we encountered. I'm assuming that's the corpse I was holding it.
Indeed.
Well, they were ghosts, so there's only so much I can glean from how they are.
I know of this. Urad perished in the cabin. His soul cried for peace. I was able to give them a pseudo family to see if he can find warmth in that presence. Small experiments. Do you know of thy progress?
Please.
Progress? What?
I believe I gave them the spirits of Uriel and Lura, what you mortals would call a family.
I mean, they seemed happy enough when we first encountered them. I think.
I see. And of this meeting of them?
Sadly, they were not welcoming towards the living.
You hear? They got a little greedy for our warm bodies. Attacked us once we figured out what they were. I see. Those wanted more than what I have given them. His soul must have been corrupted. I apologize for the inconvenience. I mentioned before, but I'm still trying to process the impact of emotions. You may go.
As she waves off, you see as the other spirits begin to go back to the bowing in reverence as Grisick, gritting her teeth a little bit, lets you all leave. As you all head out of the spire, Riptide stays with her, with Thyzeriphiel. You all are able to find lodging in the lower cities. The place that Riptide showed you where she stayed, still fresh in your mind. A nicely well-made tavern slash makeshift hotel. The concept of hotel, very loosely here. But bedding, private rooms, and whatever passes for a heater in this frozen place. You guys are able to spend your evening or afternoon, really, barely, on either choosing to rest or make a plan of what to do. But nonetheless, Leah, your two parents walk beside you. Soon becoming cold, but alive to feel cold.
I touch both of them on the back and I use prestidigitation and warm them up for an hour.
Oh, the mother. I haven't seen a fairy in quite some time.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Timothy will smile softly and nod his head. It's nice to see the person that brought one of my friends into this world.
Leah's head snaps around. Mom, when did you see a fairy?
It was a long, long time ago, before you were born. I was a child. There was, I believe, a place. I think it was called the Woods.
You've been to the
You've
woods?
been there?
Oh, yes, actually. I was very young. One of my childhood friends, small beast folk, Tabaxi. Me and she heard of this place from her parents. We went to go stop by for a performer. It was a nice time. There was a very, very, drunk dragonborn on the counter. The owner of the place, I believe her name was Clara?
Clara, I love her.
She was yelling at him. I think he was a local drunk, not really sure his story. But we were able to watch a very beautiful performance. Mesmerizing, really, but with all the fae folk. I could have sworn there was one fairy that was singing on stage. Or it could have been something else. I don't particularly know.
Timothy,
It was been a long time, even since
looks over
my
at
time.
Delphi.
Leah looks over at Timothy. You don't think...
What?
You don't think that was...
The drunk man?
You don't think that was... You know... Do you?
Yeah.
And Mom met him?
Probably.
Mom, telling me.
What?
Was Dad there too?
You cut out what?
You cut out, yeah.
I said, Mom, what else are you not telling me? Was Dad there too?
Oh no, this is before I met your father. He was a nice little hard farm worker. Got some stuff done, and I met him in my later, I say adventuring days, but it was more of collecting herbs and what stuff beyond the walls. But yeah, had a good time catching up with him, but I never really visited the woods too often. Busy with life and all. Okay, on above table, not trying to give her a southern accent. It is coming out. I don't know why. Just putting that pin in right
I
there.
guess your mom
No.
has a southern accent
No,
now.
it is coming out. I don't know why. Just straight voice.
Everyone's just southern nowadays.
No.
For the record, I have a natural northern accent, so...
It's northern as well. Quick, what do northerners sound like?
Yes.
As your father chimes in, yeah, I had some fae friends back in Platinum Star City, but never really had time to go out. I was always working, helping the family, then meeting your mother. We got together, hit it off, and eventually had you, but I still have been nonstop. Well, geez, I've had a 20-year break. I feel fine, actually, and you see him, like, grab his muscles, and you see him hold on to, like, his hip and his back. I actually feel more than fine, and I don't feel any pain at all, really.
Yeah, you don't sound like, as, pardon me, but as, like,
Exhausted.
Neat poppy, yeah.
Okay, yeah, the clicking of the knees was a thing, which I don't hear anymore, so, you know, double bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't gonna point it out, Dad, but,
No,
I'm
no,
glad
it's
you
fine.
feel better.
I'm actually taking everything I can get right now, but,
Why are we in a frozen village?
We are on our way to this meeting right now.
You joined politics. You did.
Say that again?
You joined politics. You.
No, not me. No, sir.
I didn't think so.
No. Me? Please. I have too much of a loud mouth for that.
I feel like you'd stab your
that's so true.
opposing adversaries than actually holding the conversation. That's just how I
Yeah,
raised you.
That's right, sir. That's right. No, it's actually Timothy and Delphi that are headed to this meeting. We're just there for moral support, if you will.
Okay. And who's Mrs. in the Cap? As he points to the Empress.
Don't
she
talk
just
to her.
Smiles, looking over to him. You actually,
She's,
Timothy uses his mage. Timothy uses his mage hand to flip her off.
She's a friend, if you will.
Mighty fine.
sorry. Mighty fine to meet y'all, folks. I've heard a lot
Ugh.
from Leah. Well, it's good to meet you. I didn't catch your name. You know, despite everything that has happened here, I think we're good on first name basis. What do you think, Leah?
Just. Yeah.
Very well.
Just remember what was said before they came back. Please, we're not bringing that up again. Okay.
Oh, I have no intent to bring up hard times. We are dealing with a
Alright.
happy moment. We just got
Thank
your
you.
family back.
Thank you.
Allow me to introduce myself proper. My name is Levy. I run an establishment, a casino, called the Obsidian Rock. You see your... I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Okay. Okay. Your father, none the wiser, is like, oh, business lady. It's good to meet you. Holds out his hand and shakes her hand nonchalantly almost, not knowing any real idea of who she is. But your mother remains cautious, considering Timothy's reaction and the weird feeling she's getting. But nonetheless, greets herself, shakes her hand. It sounds like we have, what was it, 20 years to catch up on?
Give or take a few, yeah.
I guess we can find someplace warm and have a conversation. One of them being, if you don't mind, how do we get back to Platinum Star City?
Well, we can't head back to Platinum Star City until we make it to the meeting. It's very important.
I can
And
try and find a
considering
way for
that-
them to get back, if you don't mind. I know you just got together.
I would rather them stay with me. I'm not taking my eyes off them if you don't mind me being so bold.
Oh no, I don't mind at all, dear. I'd probably be doing the same thing if my love was returned to me. She then not side eyes, but like gives a look towards Una before focusing back in. But you do realize this is a dangerous journey. We were attacked by wraiths not a day ago. You think you can keep your folks safe?
Leah gives her a sharp look. Did I not protect us up to this point?
Oh, you did. Don't get me wrong. I know your skills are great. That's why I hired you.
Right, and I lost them once. Do you really think I'm about to do it again?
The city is a safe place, dear, but I understand your need to hold on. If anyone here does, trust me, I do. So be
I
it.
know this group. I know this group. They're not going to let anything happen to them either.
You see her nod. Well, you all can rest up at the inn and catch up for good old times. I'm gonna do a little sightseeing myself. Don't mind me. She begins to walk off as Una will join her on their little excursion throughout the Frozen Kingdom. The rest
Under
of you,
Timothy's breath, he says, I hope you get in trouble.
your mother. Well, she has a character about her.
One way
Don't
to phrase
trust
it.
her. Timothy says.
Any particular reason there?
Oh, a lot.
Your mother looks to you, Leah. Is she not a good person?
Mom, did you think I didn't catch that look? You ever hear of the Obsidian Rock before?
A casino?
Yeah.
Maybe rumors and whispers, but I never was in the gambling game. Didn't have the money for it. We barely got
So
our
you don't-
house.
So you don't know who works there?
No.
Hmm.
But she seems to be the proprietor.
Yeah.
Well, I know that there are some people who if you are indebted to, you give them an inch, they take a mile. I feel like she takes her
She
deals
takes
very
the whole
seriously.
mile.
I will be
Uh,
cautious around her, but
Very.
unless I know what she's capable of, I don't really know how much I can judge her. If I do that even. But she said
Let's just
she
say
hired you though, so you're working for her.
No.
that's what she likes
That-
to think.
That's what.
You see Valerie step up. She's working with me, and I work for her, so she's not in any deep trouble, ma'am.
I provided a service in the past for her. I am not under a current contract with her.
Your father leans into your ear. Are you some heavy down killer or something I should know about?
No. No.
Yeah, just keeping checks.
In fact, it's actually funny you say that because it was the exact opposite, which was my first contract.
Oh, you were keeping people safe.
Yes, sir.
I can get behind that. But let's hear everything you have to say for the past. Let's just catch up. As the group of you heads inside, gets a room, finds a place to stay. The rest of you getting ready to come up with ideas of what to sightsee in the area, where to visit, what to do. I believe this would be a good place to end the session.
I could even have my conversation with Leah.
What kind of conversation? Because if it's a casual one, we can work. If it's lore dropping, we should probably save it for time.
I was talking to Sass about it last session. But I
Okay.
kind of wanted to talk to her about
You guys
something.
able to go on for a little longer?
How long?
I'm always good.
7.
But
Probably another, depending on how long the
If the
conversation,
others-
30 minutes or so.
no, we get it's okay.
I don't think it would be a long conversation, right?
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to have anyone force themselves to stay awake.
Is Seth still alive?
How's everyone?
Sass?
I'm fine.
I don't know.
Sass?
Sass?
I think she is.
I
down.
think we lost both Sass and Valindra.
Yeah.
No, I'm still
Oh,
here.
hey, he's left.
There's nothing for me to say,
Sass.
so I
Yeah.
just have been staying silent.
Yep.
I think Sass is dead.
Yep. Sass is the one that dozed off.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
in the meantime,
No,
we're gonna go
we
ahead and
did
call it
save
there.
it.
Yep, and we'll save it for the beginning of the next session. But none. Oh, she's here.
You're live.
We're still. My mic isn't working.
Oh, the mic is. Oh no.
We will save this conversation for next time because as technical difficulties is proven, we can save that for the next time.
Hello?
There you are.
There you are.
Sass live.
It makes
Hooray.
sense why there's been several times I've gone to say something and like
No
you guys
thing
just
came
like
through.
I guess so.
I'm sorry.
I am
Say we
really
took a long
tired,
rest.
but
Go
I
bed.
can keep if they
we're gonna
really
go ahead.
want to. I
Yeah, we're
can.
gonna go ahead and call it there. We can start it up in the next session. I was just actually quite curious. Which points were you trying to interject? Was it with the when the Empress was making comments, or?
No, I just wanted to introduce myself to Leah's mom.
Oh, no!
Yeah, Leah was like Timothy and Delphi, and then I like tried to be like, "Hi, it's nice to meet you," and
And I
then like
probably just
no
started
one said
ranting.
anything. So I
My
was like,
bad.
"Oh, okay." I was like, "Oh, whatever."
Well,
I
we-
Yeah,
did.
no,
I
we
did want to
didn't
introduce
care.
her to I did want to introduce her to everybody anyway, because she still doesn't know who Valerie is or
Yep.
anybody really. So
for time's
Okay.
sake, we can do the introductions and the RP for that, but we will do a 2-hour time skip of you actually catching them up on all the knowledge you have, or any knowledge
Yeah.
that anyone else wants to input in as well to catch them up on what has happened these past 20 plus years.
well, that's what I was gonna say when we rested. Was like I'm just gonna go to my room and just give him like the whole
converse and-
spiel,
Yeah.
minus the fact that I worked for the Empress of Darkness.
Yeah, Levy has given them her name and not her title, so take that as you see fit. Nonetheless, what was I? Feel free to make plans on what you guys want to do, whether if you want to wait the days to be teleported there, or even see if you can convince Thyzeriphiel to teleport you there early without them, or if you want to traverse and sightsee along the way. Let's have these conversations on the side so that when we get into the next session, we can smoothly get into it. We're coming up on 40 episodes, and I am excited.
Do we level up?
I
No.
personally believe
Level
that
up?
we should just teleport
You said we
early.
would level up if we had a long rest.
We haven't had a long
We're about
rest.
to have a long rest.
Did I not?
About to.
Hold up, let me look at my notes, because I actually write down when you guys level up now, because you guys keep doing this to me.
You probably didn't write it down just for spite.
No.
We're level 6.
Okay, this is before you left. The voices, it's after you left. Learns about the Empress. Being scribe. No, you haven't leveled up yet. What level are you guys at?
6.
6.
Oh yeah, you were
You-
supposed to level 7. But that was on your next long rest, which you didn't take because you traversed throughout the night. That's what it was.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, you are going to be level 7.
Wow.
Let's go.
I say we should take long rest now.
That's what I'm saying. I
Go
thought we
ahead
took
and
that.
level up your
Yeah.
character to level 7. Get the
Right.
dice rolls and everything out of the way. We can do that off screen for any questions you might have or level up things.
Heckin' yeah!
For our viewers, our players will be returning back as level 7s once they take a long rest. But there should be no major things under the protection of the Frozen Kingdom. So I don't see any battles going on unless you start throwing statues at their deity again.
Literally.
It's like, hey, Mr. President
Oh,
Cash.
it's
Like, Secret
fine.
Service is not going to be upset with that.
I also did try to say, sorry, our monk didn't learn manners then.
Oh no, that was all. That's when your mic has been cut out for that long.
I I also sneezed and no one said anything, and I was like, "Excuse me," and like it was like no one
Nothing.
had even like acknowledged. So I was like, "Oh, like okay, like
We're
they're
all
just
in
Yeah,
the
keeping
no.
zone. We're all locked in.
it." So I was like, "Dang."
That's how far.
That's how far back your mic was cut off. Yikes. Well, don't worry. I muted you guys all in the first 10 minutes of our RP, so it's
How
fine.
dare you mute
I
us.
understand.
I'm really tired, so I don't want to do the level up stuff tonight. But
No,
will
we
you
can-
help me?
We have 2
tomorrow?
weeks to work on it, and I can help you with whatever you need to.
Okay.
For the viewers, I hope you enjoyed the lovely reunion. Don't mind me, Coach Hero, but I'm stealing that for the title, because that is an actual very interesting title name. The Beautiful Bones.
Oh. I actually like
this
that.
beautiful frozen city and the castle made of bones.
Yep.
Of course.
I took a major inspiration from the catacombs under the not the cathedral. What is it?
Paris?
Yeah, it's in, I think it's in Paris, or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's the Bone Catacombs. So I took heavy inspiration from that, but it's all their enemies and the ancient dragon as the main throne room. But nonetheless, viewers, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification to know whenever I upload videos, because I have no set schedule. It is whenever I finish editing my videos. With my new 12-hour shifts, I'm doing that a lot faster. 12 hours of editing videos, you get a lot done, surprisingly.
Now on to 12-hour shifts?
I am on 12 hours now, so I do a 12-hour on Tuesday and Fridays.
Okay.
And then Wednesday, Thursday, I have 8 hours, but it's okay. We're gonna be getting a new person soon, sooner than I expected, really. But it's this is gonna last probably for about a month or a month and a half or so, and then we should be going back to normal, where I'm not wanting to down 2 things of Red Bull.
We're getting a new person?
I am for my job to get off the 12 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
I thought you
Just
were
like
talking
in the
about our
game?
D&D group. I was
No.
like, who?
Who's joining?
If anyone joins, it's gonna be
Is
guest
Mike
appearances.
joining?
If he ever wants to, I am open arms.
If that happens, he gets to play Valerie.
I am not against this.
I will talk to him tomorrow. Be like, oh my god, you have to play Valerie for me. I can hear his very deep kid, baby.
It'll be that one song. Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
Oh my god.
Wait, so who's Ezra?
Who's Ezra? Who's Ezra? You speak of?
Who's Ezra, bitch?
Wait, he's alive now?
I thought I was your dude.
Oh yeah, how did you take that news?
Yeah, I'm still processing.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm contemplating, so we haven't talked about it yet, Valerie, so that's gonna be interesting. Like,
I mean,
is she like
if
feeling
they're-
some type of
it is gonna be
way?
very
If
interesting.
you thought they were dead, does that count as an ex, or is that still a partner that passed?
That is for sure still an ex.
It's,
I mean,
This
like,
is a
they
genuine
were gonna
question.
get
I don't
married
know.
and have a family. Like,
But if you spent the last 20 years
alone.
thinking they were dead,
Yeah.
thinking they
They're
were dead
for
and trying
sure.
to avenge them. Like, it's not like she got over him.
Yeah, no.
If she did, then she wouldn't be trying to seek revenge for his death.
So that wouldn't
So, like-
they
Still
wouldn't
an
count
ex.
as an. I mean, would it? I would still see that as a partner, but a late partner. We'll save that. There's weird tangent. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good one, and we will see y'all in the next video. Have a good night.
Bye!
Bye, chat.